Who is Vybz Kartel?
Hundreds of spectators turned up at the University of the West Indies on March 10 to hear dancehall artist Vybz Kartel give a lecture. Kartel was his usual controversial self, touching on issues such as who he is, tattooing, his influences, devil worshipping, and skin bleaching.
First of all, I am Adija Palmer, dancehall artist slash hero, businessman, proud father of 7 children. I'm counting. I grew up in Waterford community in Portmore, the second child of my father, third from my mother who had a daughter from a previous relationship. I attended Waterford Infant School, Waterford Primary School, where I passed my accommodations for Calabar High School. Where I was unfortunately expelled in the 10th grade for truancy, because at the time I had already engulfed my whole being and I was calling schools I was at various corporate area studios and such. I knew from a tender age that I was destined for a career in music, as I used to watch my uncles who were aspiring DJs, none of them ever was, perform regularly at my house on an informal sound system, much to the delight of me, who was their audience, only audience at the time. In Jamaica, dancehall music has been getting a lot of flack recently, and not recently, since its emergence from a wide cross-section of society, but Vybz Kartel music has also been at the center of a lot of controversy over the years. But my music is a friend to some people and a foe to others. But that is totally acceptable to me based on the mere fact that dancehall itself has always been social commentary reflecting the duplicitous foundation of the Jamaican experience. As you students would know, Sir Walter Rodney alluded to this factor in Grounded in My Region. Jamaica is not out of many one people. Instead it is an economically, ethnically, politically, and religiously divided country. So, whereas reggae spoke to the Garveyan message of one love, dancehall generally speaks to the Bogle message of rebellion, which in my opinion is why it is sometimes feared, scrutinized, and demonized by our post-colonial masters and their subordinates. My music is controversial, but so was reggae, which interestingly was labeled rebel music back in the day. So reggae was also controversial before it was fully accepted, first by the lower class of people where it originated, then by the upper class of society, after it had garnered international recognition. So basically, it went abroad and came back to us, and we accepted it because you know Jamaican love foreign things. The point that I'm trying to make is that the stone that the builder refused shall become the head cornerstone. And right now, dancehall has become that disregarded stone. Because look into this, 30 years ago, Bob Marley was despised and ridiculed by the upper echelons of society as a dirty Rasta boy, ganja smoking, and promoting civil unrest. Now, that same Bob Marley is poster boy for the Jamaica Tourist Board. Within this same way. In my view, Kartel is not merely a DJ, but also a poet of Shakespearean stature. I say this because Vybz Kartel is not the best, but one of the best doing dancehall. And I say this because my lyrics at first glance may seem simple, but different layers can be peeled away to reveal a much more complex meaning, depending on age, knowledge, and nationality of the listener. 2 quick examples. Some read a gun women, but some boy not have them. They were cooler than Reagan and Gorbachev them. The second line speaks not about coalition in war, but about the actual Cold War era between America and Russia, whose respective leaders at a critical point in time were Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev. Undoubtedly, the media who are all present tonight, the media uses Vybz Kartel to sell papers, you read the thing? To sell papers and to gain viewership by broadcasting the negatives but never giving the positives similar power play. Example, every day there's a headline, an article, or a letter to the editor on one topic of another. It's either it's about Kartel skin, allegations of feuding with Kartel and she and the old lady, or just a general negative showcase of Kartel. Yet when Kartel does his regular good deeds, and I repeat, regular, yes, the media couldn't care less. You will see in bold headlines, Kartel encourages Jamaicans to scar skin. What about Kartel, first DJ to open his own rum factory? You will easily see on the front page, Kartel and such at odds. Fine, because that is news. But what about giving the same front page headline to Kartel, through his business ventures, employs over 30 at Jamaica? My fascination with tattoos came from my favorite rapper of all time, Tupac Amaru. And ever since I saw his thug life tats on his stomach, I decided to make my skin a living, breathing canvas for the visual arts. Okay? My skin marks, no pun intended, many milestones in my life and represent another form of expression for me. For me, tattoos, although they're on the exterior, they really tell a different story and they tell a lot about my interior. And are not just for show, but rather, as the PowerPoint shows, can serve as a history book of my life. One may not understand why I alter my skin and as such may formulate his or her opinions, many of which might paint me in a negative light, but they are, as I said before, merely opinions, not fact. Scientific fact. Less than 4% of DNA determines our race and skin color. Less than 4% of DNA, according to Google. Good. Moving on. Many people, no, seriously no. Many people talk about Garveyism, black pride, etc. I have no problem with black pride, and I can assure you that my skin alteration has nothing to do with self-hate or opposition to blackness and Garveyism. And if we should look into the issues of the black race as it relates to our advancement or non-advancement thereof worldwide, I think altering skin color would not be our biggest problem. Okay? I maintain that many appearance-altering practices that started out controversial and taboo are now widely accepted. Did you know that when a male, this is fact, when a male in the 17th century wore earrings, that meant you were a pirate. When a male wore earrings in the 1950s, it meant you were a homosexual. Now, when a male wears an earring, it's just trendy. You know what I mean? So from controversial and taboo to gaining widespread acceptance. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I further maintain that bleaching today doesn't mean the same as bleaching 25 years ago. Today, listen me, this is opinionated, this is my opinion. So when the lecture finishes, you can ask a few questions as to why I hold on to what I do. But I maintain that bleaching now doesn't mean the same as bleaching 25 years ago. Today, we are a much prouder race who know that we can do what we want as far as style is concerned. We dictate styles and regard them as just that, styles. So as controversial as bleaching might be right now, I bask in this controversy with cake soap as my suntan. Thank you. A lot of people say Vybz Kartel worships the devil. And people recently in the media, one specific artist has even gone as far to say that I have sold my soul to the devil. So this is a question now for the audience. I would like to know how does one go about selling his soul to the devil? Does the devil have a bank account? Alright. Do you first put an ad in the classifieds, sold for sale, in good condition, leave a number to call, the devil calls you, and you work out the fine print of it. He gives you a manager's check for your soul, you go to his bank, and Baphomet Commercial Bank, I will presume. And how does it go? I'd like to ask someone in the crowd, how does one go about selling his soul? But, in concluding, I would like to say that my life is my art, and my art is my life. Life is a colorless coloring book, and we have all the crayons to make it as colorful as we want by the choices that we make and how we live our lives. In my life, everything I do, from controversial lyrics, bleaching, etc. Everything I do in my life is precisely orchestrated and executed in a specific way to achieve a desired result. Okay? So I am conscious of everything that I do because I decided to make my life pretty like a coloring book. Thank you. Good night.
Good evening. My question to Vybz Kartel is, you see yourself as somebody who's an uplifting person. What I'm wondering is, isn't there some sort of morality you're supposed to carry? Because I see tattoos, so marijuana, you understand, you compare yourself to somebody of high moral strength. So I'm just wondering, where should we get all the morals from? Because there are some songs that are clearly that moral, not helping children, not giving us any sort of agreement in the way. So you're contradicting yourself basically in some of your work.
Well, one's view of morality is relative, meaning your view might not be the same as my view. Okay, and as I said before, if you were listening clearly earlier, I said that I'm not a social, religious, or political leader. I'm an entertainer who does adult-oriented music. So I'm not here to preach my morality or lack of. I'm just here to do music to the best of my ability. That's all. If you need morals, I suggest you go to the nearest church.
Question number one is that you watch on stage of the house. I'm going to kill up on it. See? And killer say, at the end, that here I come tell them, you come on stage too. Want to know where your killer have.
Listen, Vybz Kartel and no DJ in the entertainment industry is in any feud, cascas, bickering, or anything of the matter right now. If you notice, a lot of artists throwing word at Vybz Kartel, doing songs, Vybz Kartel is not answering. I'm just looking ahead, doing my music, and making my money. So me and the artist, nothing and nothing. Especially music.
Does a teacher Palmer ever disapprove of the behavior of Vybz Kartel?